How am I expected to stream? Oh, I've got food stuck in my teeth. In such an embarrassing fashion. Surely it'll impact my performance. Surely. Surely. I have half a mind to just hit new game and just act like we never even did the first thing. I had that first stream the other day. Sorry, I got distracted by something. My bad. I think I was probably silent there for like a solid minute. No, I got distracted by a thing, and then I had to fix a thing, and then meanwhile, I realized I was just silent that whole time. How awkward. But yeah, welcome to the stream. It's Monday night. Start of another week. Unfortunately, the weeks just keep coming. Now, you could say that's how time works, but I didn't sign up for that, you know? I wasn't consulted. But yeah, I feel like I've got a few things happening this week that I'm excited for. So I'm looking forward to this week. Last week was hard. I think this week's gonna be better. We're calling it a bounce back week. We're calling it a bounce back week. Now, I briefly mentioned at the top here, you could probably have looked maybe, potentially at some of my performance in the first stream of this game yesterday and looked at it as a weakness, a bad performance. Whatever adjectives you may want to use. I look at it as a chance to grow, Always look for opportunities of growth, improvement. You know what I mean? 761? Don't even know that number. I've moved on. After doing the stream thing for several years now at this point, you're going to have your rough ones. You're going to come across as looking pretty dumb in some moments, especially when you're streaming puzzle games. Hey, shit happens, It's how you bounce back from them. So I've cast aside. I don't even remember anything from yesterday's stream. You know what? I like a repressed memory. I took it and I sent it away. I cast it to oblivion. Not even worried about it anymore. As far as I'm concerned, I'm starting from scratch right now. Puzzle-wise. But not really puzzle-wise. Not really at anything-wise, because we're allegedly 16.3% done with the game of all the truth recovered. Now, the one question I have from that I was thinking over the last 24 hours is that a true to 100% completion percentage? Because it treated it like in a video game, how you could finish a game and it doesn't show 100%. And you're like, oh, I've ended up rolling credits at 80%, and I'm not gonna go back and try to finish everything. The game made point to say hey, you don't have to get 100%, but I am curious if it is truly a 100% to solve all secrets and everything. Because if that's the case, what did we play? I played for 3 hours yesterday, and then take away quite a bit chunk of time because of one of those hours at least was one puzzle. And just in that amount of time, I uncovered almost a fifth of the game. I don't think that's too bad. I don't think that's too bad. I'll just come out and say it. Now, I also think, let's see, we have $11. Our bladder's fine. Caffeine. Also, interestingly, our character here, um, no need to go to the restroom after about 3 hours of hard puzzle solving labor. So good for them. It's commendable. If it was me, I would have probably gone to the restroom at least once, and I probably also would have had like some kind of energy drink. I would have brought one in the car with me, so my caffeine influence would probably be at least over 0. And I would probably be hella stressed. So let's see. I think before we begin any of the puzzles, let's run the start. Let's go through our things here to kind of like, although it was just yesterday, so it's not like I've forgotten everything. Don't even worry about it. Me forgetting? No. I do think it helps though to. Okay, so pretty much one of the last things we did in this game yesterday was we talked to the guy who I can only assume. I can't 100% confirm because, to test you would have to have, a controlled and then a variable as far as experiments go. But I was upstairs in the hotel for quite some time, and then when I came down, the guy was waiting for me. My hunch over these past 24 hours was that he appeared because I fixed all of the posters, those magic poster things. That's my guess. But again, I'm just assuming that. I can only assume. It could be that if you just spend a certain amount of time and do something upstairs, then you come back down and he's there. I wouldn't know. There's no way for me to tell because I don't have the controlled versus the variable here. Like when you used to do the science experiments in grade school. And you do those boards. I don't think kids do those anymore. Probably for the best. I don't think I had, science is cool and all. But I don't think throughout my whole grade school experience, I don't think I had one great experience. I don't have one positive moment doing those shitty yearly science experiment things that they would make you do at home and stuff. I don't think I have any positive experience coming away from those. I just gotta say. I think I probably, even as a kid, I looked at it as like how I did when I was a late teenager going through like high school and stuff, is like anytime school asked me to do work at home, I would do everything I could within my power to resist. Because even as a kid, I was like, you're going to lock me in a school for 8 hours and then you're going to make me do work at home too and not pay me? Basically the equivalent of like child labor. And really, I think I'm on the right side of history there. I'm going on a tangent about nothingness. But so why did I start talking about that? Oh, I don't know exactly, but I'm fairly confident that the guy appeared because I fixed the posters. But I can't 100% confirm or deny that because I refuse to look it up because I don't want to look up any spoilers or anything, obviously. So that was like the last thing we did because then we came down, we talked to the man. He was a little confusing. And then he was like, "Oh, here's your room key, and here, call me." So that's why he's in that room. Do you want me to confirm or deny that? Doesn't spoil anything. No, I'm good. Because not like it's not a big deal if it was told to me or not. I agree. But also, the funny answer is it retains the mysticism. But the good answer is exactly what I was explaining. It doesn't matter necessarily that it happened or how it happened. It just did happen. And I'm left pondering, It leaves the mystery there. Sometimes, even if they're small, I think it just it's a good thing to just have a mystery about. You know what I mean? Just that there's a mystery of some sort in our presence is good. So yeah, he gave me a card or something. He was like, call me, I'm in this room, here's your key. Or he allowed me to basically get the key to my room. I think I did another little puzzle thing. Let's see. I don't know what the bug reports are. I remember obviously doing a thing and there was like a typewriter looking device almost. Something out of sculpture's forehead. Yeah. Lots of padlocks that need to be unlocked. There's a clock thing. The caravan way from the beginning of the game. I should probably go see that because I don't remember exactly what it was that the caravan needed, but we could go check on that again. Basically, the one thing I know I can do, because I assume this game is a lot like thread pulling. You're like, oh, I'm offered all these different things, and I might not have the knowledge or the institutional knowledge to solve a certain puzzle, but I have access to one puzzle I should be able to access and figure out, or I've got one item that'll unlock something, and then by doing that, then I'm going to further my journey here. So I assume, what I'm saying is, I know at least one thing, is that I should, in theory, be able to get into my room that has been assigned to me. Because we have a key. It can't be worse than that. Oh yeah, I gotta get used to the one button thing. That's still happening. I did grab my notebook. I didn't write a ton of notes in the first stream, if I'm being 100% honest. Not as much as I thought I would in over 3 hours of playing yesterday. But let's all keep track in mind. A good chunk of that time was spent on one puzzle. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to be writing a bunch of notes unless they're like scribbles of madness, while I'm looking at one page of a puzzle, you know? The dog's barking. Does the dog normally bark? Is that the first time I've heard the dog bark? I don't know. There's a symbol. That was like a painting person that we saw on the camera. I'm going to go to the caravan real quick just to remind myself what it is that the caravan takes to unlock it. Maybe I'll meet a stranger along the way. Wouldn't that be fun? It's locked. Letter. Tickets. 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 Yes. Okay. Easy. Something about tickets. Also, I went outside without my jacket. That's very uncouth of me. Forgot to take it off the coat rack. I can't tell if that's going to actually become a pivotal thing or if I need to... or if it's just a small little detail. And I think that's, again, part of the mystery of the game. You never know. Who knows? If you're going to get caught without your jacket, and then you're going to be cold. See, and I kind of... See, temperature. It's pretty low because I'm outside without my jacket. But what does that mean? I love that it could mean nothing or absolutely something. Oh, I'm quite a bit cold. I'm worse at solving puzzles right now. Or maybe if you're cold, you're better at solving puzzles. There's that whole like mentality of like if you're just a little slightly on edge, bodily wise, that it like focuses and sharpens your mind just maybe slightly. That might just be a science thing I'm making up. Don't check me on it. Okay, let's start with just unlocking the key. Or unlocking the key. Unlocking my room. Now I could look at maps if I really wanted to find where exactly room 2014 is. In fact, I'm gonna actually do that. Bucket. Oh, maps. Duh. Duh. Oh, there aren't numbers on this. The hell am I thinking? Did I just imagine numbers on this? At some point in my life? Okay, well, we'll do it the old-fashioned way. Oh, pff, I found it. Oh, it's gonna be so difficult to find this room. Okay, I'm gonna save just in case. Save for safety. Hello. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great Monday. Unoccupied wheelchairs kind of scare me. Not scare me, but unnerve me. There's something unnerving about unoccupied wheelchairs just strewn about. Done anything meaningful yet? Bruh. I'm like, what? I'm like, actually, no, you know what? I'm not even gonna make fun of you because I'm 16 minutes into the record and I've talked more about how much I hated school science projects back in the day than I did of actually playing anything. So honestly, the joke's on me. I can't even shit talk. But the answer is no. I have not I've not done a single thing except walk around a bit. But you're gonna see the first thing here. Look at this. We're in there. We're getting our room. Perfect. Don't like this. Can I get a refund on my room? There's someone in it already. There's an ailing old woman. Maybe she's not ailing. Maybe I'm being too harsh. It's broken. Broken mirror. I'm doing everything I can not to talk to this lady. Maybe she doesn't want to be spoken to. Guess that explains the wheelchair. Ah. Maybe. Oh, she's sleeping. I don't want to disturb her. Oh, I want to get... Oh, there we go. Schoner tag. Name of resident. Redacted. Date of admission. 12/13/2014. Date of summary. 12/14/2014. Get out of here, people other than people who live in the States with your weird date. Actually, no, that's not how foreign people write their dates either, is it? That's just year first. Is it? I don't know. Don't they do... do they do... They do day, month, year. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Some places do. Alright, well then, yeah, I'm yelling at them then. Mrs. Blank suffers from blank, 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 and blank. The latter is believed to be a symptom of early stages of blank. It is likely that Mrs. Blank condition is blank. Lately, for the record, I don't actually care that other places write dates differently than me. It's just a joke. It does have some little confusion sometimes when I look at them because we've just been conditioned as since kids. Lately, Mrs. Blank has been receptive to verbal communication. Nurses have seen noticeable reactions when mentioning things such as family members, friends, places she has visited, or things related to her work. As it is believed that this verbal stimuli is beneficial for Mrs. Blank, the care team intends to find more information about Mrs. Blank. Visitors will be encouraged to communicate with Miss Blank using any verbal stimuli the care team finds advisable. Name of a place you used to visit. Find out name of parents. Any other family, aunt or uncle perhaps, projects worked on. Names or nicknames of friends, acquaintances, etc. Find out about exhibitions, any specific contribution in exhibitions, music she liked, band names. Oh, I hate talking to old people. Jesus. Okay. Well, there I go. She's fast asleep. Wake her up. Don't jump scare me. Don't you fucking do it. It tried. I was ready for it, though. I was ready for it, so it wasn't as bad. But if I wasn't mentally prepared for it, I would have jumped a bit more. I just gotta be 100% honest. I called it. It was too choreographed. It was too choreographed. Young woman, before I go, please help me see. All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can help you see. She is mumbling. Listen. A piece at Electronic Arts Symposium. Cafe. Photo exhibition. Aunt. Mother. Father. Pityoff's band. Name and telex. Eunice project. I'm gonna say something. Oh shit. Father. She's not responding. Well. All right, well, I look at this as like a beggar can't be chooser type situation. She's like, I'm bedridden and want you to talk to me. I tried talking to her and she's like, not good enough. And to that I say, well, look at me, use my legs. I'm out of here. I don't know what I'm on right now. There's a stack of empty video cassette boxes. Oh my god, there's so many. Canzone del Oceano. Oh shit, there's a lot. Okay. Oh, this is like that one thing that I couldn't figure out how to reassemble, sorta, in a way. Banker Renato leaves the city life behind and decides to sail the ocean to experience the calm of being in the eye of a storm. He robs his own bank to buy a ship, which he names Lily Christine. Throughout his journey, he meets creatures and seafarers who all seem to bear resemblance to people he had met before. 1948 drama by Renzo Nero, starring Giancarlo Preto and Francesca Albus. It's almost 2 hours. An American dollar was in the box. Oh, nice. Adieu. Tbilisi. The irresponsible Lieutenant Resnick serves in a distant outpost during World War I. Out of boredom, he cuts out his eyes to get sympathy from his commanding officer, Major Lorentz, whom he later seduces. A strange and dangerous love affair plays out while the war creeps ever closer. Oh boy, okay. Ace of Hearts. Gambler Roberto loses a bet to the one-eyed radical Lori. To cancel his debt, she wants him to infiltrate the military-industrial complex. Roberto inadvertently causes an international diplomatic crisis during a game of cards. Lori decides that a nuclear war is unavoidable, and in the name of peace, they form the terror group, the Ace of Hearts, to speed up the process. That one sounds thrilling. Card fell out from the box. Oh. The etymologist's dream. R, an ordinary librarian, finds the indecipherable book 1,000 years ago in his library. The words within puzzle him, and his research leads him to an underground book club where he befriends L. She takes him to a fortune teller, and in the crystal, they see that R wrote 1,000 years ago himself. Huh. A dog like all other dogs. In post-war Dusseldorf, the homeless Rudy looks for his blind dog, Lazarus, in the ruined city. As Rudy realizes that dogs have more value than him, he transforms himself into a Labrador, only to find himself in a constant fear of being cooked and served in a fancy restaurant. Do all of these have... Okay, I thought I was going insane, but it is the case. Also, I just realized I didn't explain what I was just seeing, but all the names, all the characters' names are L's and R's. Is there significance to that, though? Who can say? Should I have known that before? Maybe, who can say? 3 women, all named Regina, lose their minds after hearing rock singer Little Leaf on the radio. To symbolize their higher state of consciousness, they change their names to Retina. As they learn that Little Leaf is to perform in Helsinki, they steal a sports car and embark on a violent quest to find the man of their dreams. An animal terrible. As Ronaldo is left by his wife and children, he cuts out his eyes of the family cat Lucina in a fit of revengeful rage. Oh man, a lot of things that have to do with eyes as well. This is a one track director, filmmaker. When insects start to devour the still living cat, it turns from white to black, and Ronaldo starts to keep a journal about his decay using macro photography. Interactive horror. Gatto Bianco. Gatto Nero. The Third Eye. No description. The back of the box is completely blank, but there is a note inside. Yeah, with my attention span, it'd be hard to sit for a 3-hour movie without at least some kind of intermission. Cinema Sostenuto Manifesto. Cinema does not need people to exist. A piece of art exists in itself and for itself. All art can and should not be for mankind. Interesting take. We must make special cinemas for showing movies that transcend the human experience and shift the perspective from the viewer. Such a cinema has no need for chairs or popcorn. It has no room or need for people at all. A projectionist starts the film and is given ample time to vacate before the credits. Then the show begins. No chatter, no commercials, no inane questions about the plot. Pure cinema, untarnished by greedy eyes. Interesting. There's no cassette inserted. This is just a card. This isn't the cassette for Ace of Hearts, is it? No. Had to make sure before I made a mistake, though. Okay, so that's just a room of that. No, but really, why does my room have someone already in it? Why is that the situation? Maze lithograph. Oh boy. Huh. I'm probably gonna have to go through a maze at some point in my journey. And I'm gonna have to reference this, aren't I? Trying to see if I can make out the credit there at the corner. For some reason it looks like an R name and then Ingarten. LS 1963. All right, what was the lady mumbling about? Electronic Art Symposium, Photo Collagist Cafe, Mother, Her Sister, and Father, Sculpture Project, Telex name, Delphine's Band. I... Just throwing something out there. Okay, well, lady, I'll come back for you. Huh, another tube. No, this is where we. What was I saying at the top of the stream? This is a time for redemption. This is like where we cast aside yesterday's stream of this. You know, everyone's forgotten of it. I've forgotten of it. Chat's forgotten of it. No one remembers what it was like yesterday. It's easy. Loft T. Vinden. Loft. Exactly. What stream? Don't even know what you're talking about. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. What the fuck is it in? It's books for the international. No, it's not. Don't tell me. Architects. There it is. Okay. Oh, we really have done these all in order. That's kind of funny. Because I guess in theory you could run into a tube out of this order, but whatever. Component-based mansion design. Available components and prices. Remember to report cost to client. This should be simple. As far as I'm concerned, all this is about is actually picking the matching pieces. Because there are subtle differences. Yeah? Yes. I know I'm right about this. I couldn't be more right. So there's 3 things, then there's 2 and 2, and then 1. 3, 2, 2, 1. 3, 2, 2, 1. So then what's the... Oh, 3. That doesn't have 3, so knock that out. 3, 2, 2. 2, 2. What's the difference between 460? Let me see. I think it's the size of the penis-looking building. Yeah, that's the only difference. And I'm sorry to put it like that. The phallic-looking building. What do you want me to say? I think it's the shorter one. It's a nubbier one. So I think it's 60. Right? I'm looking at the screen. I think 60. So the right is 60. We just repeat for the left side. It's 3. It's 2. It's 2 and 2. 3, 2, 2, 2. Oh, but there's also 3, 2, 2, 2. 3, 2, 2, 2. Is it 2? What is that? Is that 1 or? Yeah, it's a 1. 215 and 60. Final answer, Regis, is 275. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's try that again. 2 2 3 2 2. Oh, there isn't 2. Wait, why did my brain see 2? That makes a lot more at the fine in the middle section. That's really dumb of me because why would there only be 1 with 2 with the correct? Why did my brain saw 2? Wait, there is 2. No, I'm an idiot. Not in the middle one. Oh my god. Okay. It is going to be the left, right, or middle. Left, right, middle. What are the differences here? Does it have a little line? It's not the middle. Does that have a line? Okay, it's 50. The answer, Regis. Final answer, 110. Hey, I can't believe that one puzzle was so difficult compared to the rest of these, though. Like, what the hell was that all about? What the hell was all that about, huh? About that stream that we all forgot about, but here we go. Small loft of the hotel houses an impossibly large room and small spaces used for storage, perfect for the many planned projects in the building. I don't think I can. This room, I think this is. I can't, like, this is stuck. Especially based on the map. You can't get anywhere. You're just. This room is closed off. Huh. How is your room, Signorina? Bad. Was it what you expected? I'm gonna explain that there's someone in there. You really like puzzles, Signorina? Let me think. I've got it. You were the someone. That was an inventive riddle, Bella. I hate you. Now, Signorina. Forgot to ask you the most important thing. Did you bring the script pages like we agreed? I'm going to explain that there was no agreement. Signorina. Signorina. This is a problem bigger than a jackpot. A very big problem. How do you suppose we will find out how it ends? I suggest you make it a very high priority to bring them to me. Script pages. How do you mean script pages? Oh god, scary ghost thing. The hell was that about? Fuck's sake. Alright, let's go. Lorelei, Vice. Gnome, Granite. In Gnome, we are invented to see the thoughts of a person as they are formed. 9 slates, some containing letters forming a seemingly nonsensical word, seem to grow as ideas on the subject's forehead. The piece is cryptic, even maze-like, and ultimately lets us use our imagination to project our own ideas onto its slates. Hi. What the fuck is this? What is? What even is it? What even are you? so that room's locked. Yeah. Yeah. Keypad next to door. 5 buttons. Well, I'd imagine it's the 5 buttons there on this thing, right? But that wouldn't explain an order. Unless the letters, obviously, there's some... Z's, O's, R... Zoren. 0? 0 with a silent N? I'm trying to think of words you can make with those 5 letters. 0 with a silent N. Rosen? Neors? Renate Schwarzwald. Himmerskorpel. Himmelskorpel. Skorper? Oil on canvas. Having mostly used her talents and training in traditional paintings for landscapes and portraits, Schwarzwald's motifs became more and more minimal, sometimes even simple. By the end of her life, her later work would often include mystic symbols, some not deciphered to this day. Moon. Mars, of course. Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, Venus, Sun. Black hole sun, won't you come and wash away the rain? Black hole sun, won't you come? Okay, I'm scared of this ghost, honestly. Ghostly apparition. One question I did have, now that you're here. And don't answer if it's obviously if it's a spoiler somehow. But is the percentage like a true, like, 100% you've literally solved everything like any other kind of game? I know at the beginning of the game it said you don't have to solve 100% to finish and roll credits, I assume, or whatever. But does it work just like could I look at the 20.7% right now and be like, I've solved a fifth of what this game has, or I've explored a fifth? I don't know how it actually calculates the percentage, but like, not at all. Well, I tried. Ooh, a shortcut? What? Number 6? Oh, we got another one of these. Okay, so 6. Photographic. I gotta find the number puzzles. What is blank 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 minus blank 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 plus blank blank? It's the stuff you get. The books, documents, notes, etc. Oh. Well, damn. Okay. Okay. 1 0 something. 1. What the fuck? 1 0 9 6 0 9. What the hell? So initially my brain goes, when you first see the first two lines, your brain wants to say, like, that they're just repeating. But that's not the case. Okay, yeah. It would have to be a lot being front loaded then. That makes sense. Okay, thank you. 8 1. We see a lot of repeating numbers. 8s, 9s, 0s, 1s. And then a lone 6. What the fuck does it mean, though? Square is going to be the same number. There's only 2 numbers that are not being shown. Would it be 6s and 1s? 1 0. How else would this be? One and 6 doesn't make sense with how I'm thinking of this. Maybe there's a trick to this. Maybe this is one of those like math puzzles where you don't actually need to know the numbers. Let's throw example numbers. Let's just do 1 and 2. So if you did squares 1 and diamonds 2, what's 1 1 2 minus 1 1 2 minus 1 2 1? 1 1 2 minus 1 2 1. Just keep saying the numbers. 1 1 2. I'm trying to do it. 1 1 2. It would be a negative number, obviously, with the example I'm using. But 21. So basically, 21. 12 minus 21 is negative 9. Okay, no, that doesn't make sense. I thought like it was going to be a tricky answer, and it was going to just equal 0, no matter what the example was, like the example numbers were. Like it was like one of those math. Ooh, math magic. Ooh. I could totally see the game do that. And then the answer is just 0. It's like those people that think they're really clever when they're like, all right, think of a number between 1 and 10, then multiply by 6, then minus 5, then think of a animal that begins with a K, and what country are they come from, and then tell me your number. Oh, I got the number right. Because it's just how it works. I think I'm making sense when I talk about that. You know the things I'm talking about. Shit. What? How? 1 0. 1 0 There's got to be some pattern. 1098. I'm going to solve this within an hour. I'm putting my money down. I'm putting absolutely no money down. Let's make it clear. I'm not putting anything. No, I'm not actually. I don't actually trust myself that much. I can't after yesterday's experience that we've all forgotten. Um, what is the pattern? What the hell? Why is that? I'm trying to see if I should look at it as like columns or verticals or both. And then I'm trying to see the patterns in between. And if it's columns, why is that 0001? Also, it's tough because not one column or row is fully exposed. Well, nope, I take that back. Literally what I just said, the ones with the zeros, the 1 and zeros, that's fully exposed. But I mean, 9, 1, 8, 9. Is it as simple as, is it like 8 plus 1 equals, like if we're the bottom row, 8 plus 1 equals 9, then I don't know what that other one would be. 8 plus something plus 0 minus 9. I assume it's going to be 1 digit as well. And the answer has to become a 2-digit number. I feel like I'm going back to like algebra all of a sudden. Like non-linear equations. I had a big love-hate relationship with non-linear equations back in the day. Diagonally, what's really gonna bum me out is there's like the solution to it isn't. That's what I'm still trying to suss out completely. Is the solution all contained within this one page? And I don't want to not say I don't trust the game, but most of the time, I mean, we didn't get through a ton yesterday, let's be honest, but like, I think it's mostly been the case that to solve, especially one of these kinds of things, it's always self contained. But I don't know if I'm willing to fully extend that to the whole of this game quite yet. Minus. It has to be, it's just 2 digits. So, I mean, what would make these patterns make sense? And why does it seem like there's some numbers repeating? 8, 0001, 86. What the fuck? Each puzzle can always be answered with a number between 0 and 99 and are all shared a challenge. Off topic, forgot Steam Deck with traveling this week. Damn. I didn't. Okay, so maybe unsurprisingly, I played a little bit yesterday, but I only played. I didn't even play. I think I did chapter 2, and then it presents like an intermission thing, and didn't even do that yesterday. I did like a skirmish, and then I did like a DLC, I think, story that I got. So like I didn't so I didn't even like progress in like the main story technically. So you're just curious about the pace we're going with that. Um is it a fool? Am I a fool if I fall into the trap of wanting to stick 8s or 6s or something into these? Or 0? One zero nine six one six one six. There's got to be something I'm not thinking about, clearly. But I mean, what I mean by that is it must be. I think I'm supposed to less try to see. I think what I'm trying. This is going to sound weird when I say this, but I think I'm trying to find the pattern and then trying to stick numbers that would fit the pattern. And I think I got to think it in a reverse way. I think I gotta like, if that makes sense, like I gotta stick numbers to then find a pattern. I don't think that makes any sense, but in my head it makes sense when I say it out loud. 1 8 1 and 8. You get what I mean? That's reassuring to hear. 8 6 1. So like if I stick, how many different digits did I say that? 1 zeros 9 6 8. So I see 5 different numbers. If I only saw 4 different numbers, that's where my brain immediately wants to go. Oh, then it's going to be something simple as like don't repeat something over the course of like a row or a column, but I don't see. Like, what if diamond was 0? No. 9? God. I think I talked about this a little bit yesterday, but, or maybe not solidified it into words, but the fact that there's like no music and you're just staring at a puzzle thing, it like starts getting inside your head. I can only assume that's like a design choice where you're just like silently, and you gotta assume most people who are playing this are not streaming it and just running their mouth constantly. So it's them and their silence and their puzzle solving skills put to the test. The only sounds being the thoughts entering and leaving their ears to the brain or from the brain. The faint or or if you listen really closely, my brain, you can hear a hamster on his wheel spinning as fast as he can. um hmm, hmm. I mean that square, this for some reason, I don't know why, but the square in the third call or row just keeps, I keep wanting to put, I like, where do you see a pattern in your brain? This has got to be a pattern thing, but what pattern am I not immediately jumping and seeing? 8 1 1 0 blank 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 0 blank 8 I'm looking for repeating stretches. 6819. 90 going that way. 0 and 8. 8 blank 0 9 6 8 1 9. Why do I always feel like I'm dealing with the hardest puzzles? I feel like the puzzles on every page other than the one I'm currently solving is always the hardest one. Like, what's up with that, huh? Like, this is some bullshit. Like, this, simple as shit. This, you just gotta try it out for a bit. This, fucking, you have to be the biggest brain in fucking Mensa and also have a computer brain to solve. Like, what? Why do I always get the hardest ones? This is child's play compared to this thing I'm trying to solve. God, look at this. Look at this, and then look at this. What's up with that, huh? What's up with that? Why am I always dealing with the hardest puzzles at the start here? Is that how this game breaks you down? They design the hotel so that you're more likely to run into the harder puzzles first? Like, what's up with that, huh? Insane. Doesn't make any sense. You're supposed to ramp up difficulty as nice even slope. Like, look at this thing. Look at this thing. Oh my god. Like, come on. What are you doing? I don't want to look at that right now. What is this? 1001 986 8610. 1 times 0. 10 9 8. 10 9 8 7 6. 8 plus 1 equals 9, and then a diamond. Nine, 6. Zero. Is it just ones and zeros? That doesn't seem right. On a scale of this puzzle to the fucking 761 puzzle from yesterday, how difficult is this one? Are we talking? Because honestly, I keep thinking like I'm overthinking things. My brain should probably be studied in a lab. I really hope technology is advanced at such a point. By the time when I die, I can easily donate my brain, and someone in preferably a lab coat can figure something out. Because, I mean, I'm putting the controller down. I just need to think. I need to stop yapping. 8 0 10 9 zeros and ones 9. What is that? There's no seeable pattern. So I can only think that there is some trick to it in the question. That, like what I was saying at the beginning, that like no matter what the numbers are, there's always going to be one certain answer. Maybe that's the case. No matter what the answer is that what it is? Did I abandon? Okay, if I was close to getting the answer and then just because it didn't equal 0, I abandoned my thought process, I'm gonna be pissed. Let's do some random numbers. Okay, let's do uh uh fours and fives. 4 4 diamond 5. 4. Why am I making the numbers harder on myself? 4 4 5 minus 4 5 4. Because if it always repeats the same answer, then it doesn't matter what the numbers are. I'm gonna be pissed if that's right. If I'm 4 4 5 minus 4 5 4. So again, that gives you a -9, a -9. Is it -9? No, -19, -9. What did I say? 4 4 5 5 4. That would be a -9, and then plus. So -9 plus 54. I'm losing it, dude. Uh, okay, now new number time. Let's try threes and one. Well, no, that doesn't make sense because because if it didn't matter what the numbers are, you could just stick 3 3 1 1 2 minus 1 2 1 1 1 2. I hate 1 second. And then plus. Well, see, that's the thing. Okay. Yeah, that I don't think it's like that. Or no. I'm trying to do minus. I am seeing a pattern though. Let me see. Let me try something else here. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, so there is a definitive pattern to this. And this is kind of what I was suspecting from the beginning. Because no matter what numbers you pick, by the time you run them through the equation, you get the numbers again. You just get the output of the same numbers. You know what I'm saying? So, how then can I use that information to my benefit? Or is that just a bad way of thinking? Because like like the example I was like if square's 1 and diamond is 8, then you run through 118 minus 181, and then you plus 81, you're going to get the reverse 18. And I ran through multiple I was just quickly doing it on a calculator because I wanted to make sure I was repeating. I was a repeatable pattern in the question. But like 115 or minus 151 plus 51 equals 15. So it always does that. So what does that mean for me though? What does that mean? I could, because at the end of the day, I still need an answer. I need a 2-digit number. How can I use that? The worst part about when these VODs do come out is that because I'm just stuck on one screen the whole time, someone can easily scrub through a bar and just see how long it takes me to solve a puzzle. How fucking embarrassing. Like they have to barely do any work to see how long it took me to solve something. What does this mean for me? What does this mean for me? What does this mean? Let me just make sure it works in the reverse way too. Let's say it's 2s and 1s. So let's say it's 221 minus 212 plus 12. Yeah, no, it works in the reverse too when square is a larger digit as well. I've got to be close. I got to be close to solving something. Something's got to be. What's a number? Wait, is there another thing on? Okay, I think that S and C just means shortcut, probably. Do you know what I just now figured out? You could easily brute force these things. There's literally only 100 combinations. I don't know why I didn't see that before. But that's no fun. Here's an Austin guarantee. I am not going to just. Not only am I not going to look up answers. I beat you just slightly to the punch. Not only am I not going to look up answers, I'm not going to just brute force something like that. That is not fun. Maybe to my detriment, but I mean. What does it mean? I gotta be close to something, though. I mean, there's a pattern in the thing. I've recognized, no matter what you pick, that it has a pattern to it. But I don't know then what the application for that pattern in the question would translate to numbers. Because I do not see. My brain is running so many different things on the middle section where you would think that there's some kind of pattern to see, and maybe there is, but I'm struggling to find a pattern if there is one. And again, I don't think these are like dates or something that have like where I'd have to like pull outside information. There's nothing hidden in puzzle number 6. But how? But by the nature of the very nature of the riddle, like there has to be some number that we enter into the door, which then makes you think that there has to be some. Because if I can express the pattern in the question repeatedly, no matter what two numbers I pick, and it's not something dumb like 0. What happens if I use the same digits for everything? Let me see. 9. Let's just do 999 minus 999 plus 99. Then it's the same thing. It's 99, which is the reverse of 99. So it still does the pattern if you do the same digits. Am I closer to the answer to this than I was closer to the fucking the 761 thing from yesterday? Because looking back, you have to have known. So this morning when I woke up, before I was like working, I went back and watched. I went back and watched that whole. I just had it in the background. That whole stretch of me trying to find the solution to that one puzzle. I didn't come out looking great. I didn't come. I was so close yesterday. That's a good point. I was dancing around that thing the whole time. It'd be pretty hard to be that close to another thing again, or to like a separate puzzle again. I mean, could you imagine me doing the same thing 2 nights in a row? Well, that's what this is actually turning into. Like, I'm too stubborn to just quit this puzzle, but we're on the precipice of suffering collectively the same type of experience we had yesterday. So we're about to have a redo of last night, just with a different puzzle. It's dressed slightly differently, but it's the same. Unfortunately, the same bit is happening. It will not. Also, it kind of scares me that the game is going to realize that, like, um, the game is going to get on my case if I try to, like, brute force the shortcut door. It's going to be like, hey, what the hell? And then they're going to send a ghost to kill me or something. One thousand 10819. I just don't know. Your brain, my brain at least, constantly wants to try to put in like an 8 or 6 or a number we are like a digit we already see. Because if it was some other random digit like a 5 or something or a 4, then that would be less a pattern and it would be more like a calculation you're supposed to see in the middle section. If it's a number that's not been used at all. And then my brain goes like, it's not like Sudoku rules where you're not trying to repeat numbers that we already see. 8196 66 0. Diamond 0? No. Eight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. There's no way in hell any VOD watchers after yesterday, if anyone who sticks with the series after last stream and then even just halfway through this stream and watches what's happening, there's like no one. No one's gonna want to keep watching this shit. Six, 8, 9, 8, 9, 1. Eighteen, 19. Zero, 0, 0, 1. Is this actually a tough puzzle? I can't even accurately. Well, I just have to come back to it later. I can't be looking at I can't be looking at this for another hour and not make any progress tonight. I just can't. I just can't. It can't be like that. I can't suffer through it. I can't put anyone else through that. Hole in floor. There's an American dollar crumpled up under the hammer. Cool. The hole blocks the way. Don't do that. Don't do that. What does that... What does... that lead down to? It's gonna put me... I'll jump down the hole. Break your legs. Don't like this. Yeah, if there was ever I mean, I would do this. I would advocate for this for most of my series here on the channel. But if there was ever a series that someone should be having this on just as purely as potential background noise, there's no greater example than this. Horseman painting. There's a cube-shaped hole in the frame. Wow. Cube-shaped hole in the scythe painting. Scythe painting. Confessional booth. I'm in a secret chapel. I want to interact with that. Another bolted shortcut? Oh, man. The cube-shaped hole in the frame. got a scale. Might as well go to all of them, right? Cube shaped hole. And an arrow. I saw a horse as white as moonlight, and the rider presented herself as Pestilentia. In her hands was a bow, and its arrows were filled with dirt and blood from the sick. The second rider was named Bellum. She rode a horse red as blood. A great sword was given to her. She set out to destroy peace among men. Then I saw a third horse that was black as the night. The rider was known as Fames. She carried a pair of scales, and with her misery and starvation followed. The fourth rider came from the land of the dead and presented herself as Moors. Her horse was pale, and she carried a scythe. There's an American dollar. Nice. Also, I just realized that if people were truly just scrubbing through to see when I solved that one shortcut door, they're going to see me away from the door and they think that I solved it already. Isn't that fun? There's a cube-shaped hole in the crucifix. There's a voice from inside the confessional. Ew. May the Lord be in your heart and help you to confess your sins. Oh, God. None of them. Theft. Such small sins happen. This is not your real sin, is it? Adultery. This is such a small sin. This is not what you meant to confess, is it? Murder. Yes, yes. God, the Father of mercies, through the death and resurrection of his Son, has reconciled the world to himself and sent the Holy Spirit among us for the forgiveness of sins. Through the ministry of the church, may God give you pardon and peace, and I absolve you from your sins. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. The path to the truth shall open. Oh. No. Forgive me, Signorina. They hide the secret buttons very well. Let's see, it must be this one. Huh. I should confess lies. I'm not confessing anything to anyone. No one's gonna get anything out of me. It's locked. What's the number on this one? It's number 3. Okay, this one, whatever it is, we're gonna get it easily. I walked on floors of germanium. Before me were 3 crosses and 2 columns. A guard asked me for the code. I called Agatha's detective for a hint, but he had moved to another country. The guard told me that if I was wise, I should count my teeth. What was the code? I walked on floors of germanium. Before me were 3 crosses and 2 columns. A guard asked me for the code. I called Agatha's detective for a hint, but he had moved to another country. The guard told me that if I was wise, I should count my teeth. What? Is it? What? Is it? Is it asking me just how many teeth the average human being has? Couldn't that number of teeth vary slightly? I mean, really, though, it could vary slightly. I don't mean to be pedantic or anything, but I mean... Alright, which direction do I want to go? Germanium is 33, by the way. So then why was it 33? What's the significance? But there wasn't 3 crosses and 3 pillars. The puzzle was... What are you talking about? No, the answer was 32. 3 crosses and 2 columns. That's what I was saying. I was like, what are you talking about? 32 is the teeth. There you go. That makes more sense what you're saying. I was like, wait, germanium 33, what would be the significance of that? See, I can't tell if I'm dumb or you're like gaslighting me or you're making a mistake. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay, which way do I want to go? I wanted to check the actual map. Oh, it's another shortcut door on this way. Interesting. Isn't the confusion fun? No. See, that's the thing. I'm confused plenty enough. I don't need another layer. I don't need more on my plate. Oh, there's $1. Look at that. It's bolted on the other side. That's a real shame. Is there anything else I want to see here? No. Ace of Hearts. Oh. I think we can start solving these things. If we need a 4-digit number, you would take the back half and put it first, and then the second half and put it second. And we've got all the cassette things now. The Ace of Hearts. So 52 and 5452. I hope I'm right and I don't sound really dumb when I said all that. Here's hoping. The Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades. What is this room in here in the map? I always want to like check reference like what I'm doing with it. It's a closed room with some kind of safe. Blank. December 13th, 1846. Dear brother, forgive my dark words, but today my heart aches from the pain of living. I wish I was as easily pleased as the Cretans taking pleasure in the grotesque pictures from my Erythrotrope. Nailed it. Every crowd is the same. I fear that we are not the knights of the round table, but rather a gathering of ugly children on a never-ending Easter egg hunt. I believe that what we seek is gone from the world. If it ever was here, still, I will continue my journey to blank as Brother Septimus commanded. Have Emo Pectori, your brother. What? $1846. Oh, I can't look at the keypad again? Bollocks. Wasn't there a number or 18 pattern to that? I don't know. I might just be making things up. What? What? So strange. I don't think it hurts to ever... Okay, so yeah, that's where we had jumped down. There's something in my brain that just doesn't like to move on from something that I should be able to find the answer to. My brain's too stubborn for its own good. What is this? What the fuck is this puzzle? 1, 0, 8, 1, 9. Hmm. No, you know what? Me taking forever to solve these puzzles is actually probably good for the viewing experience, because then if someone's watching me play this and they haven't played it as well, then what they get is like they have ample time to also to also solve the puzzles. It can't just be zeros. And if they have solved it before, then they can pat themselves on the back and feel better about themselves because I'm taking the hit. You know what I mean? They can be like, oh, if this really smart person, myself, I'm talking about, is taking this long to solve and I solved it in half the time, then I must be a genius. And I'm totally willing to supply that boost in confidence to a viewer. You know what I mean? I'm being gracious. I'm being kind. I'm being helpful. I'm being nice. This is why I thought you should confess lies. I don't lie ever. I I'm a straight shooter. I tell it how it is. The only lies I ever say are the lies I tell myself to my own brain on a near constant basis. And that's it. But that only harms me. No one else. No one else has fed lies for me at all. Ever. I never have any reason to lie at this point. I don't think I've told a lie in like, unless it was like one that I was very obviously being like joking about or something. I don't think I've lied to someone in probably like 9 years or so. In fact, I can probably remember the exact time I lied straight up to someone's face. And even then, I had to then turn around and tell a third party that I'd said a lie to someone because it felt bad. It felt bad. But beyond that, I've never straight up lied in forever. Like I said, I probably like 9 years or so, 10 years maybe. I forget how old I am, but I can remember the last time I straight up vividly lied to someone. Good times. Um, is there something about the numbers? I, my mind is trying so many things. I'm trying to see a pattern. I'm trying to see the puzzle part in the question. I'm trying to see if there's like outside reference to these numbers, but I don't think there is. It's not helping that I just saw the date that's like 1846 or something, and so I keep thinking like, oh, that's a 1 8 and a 6. Is there a 4? Is there something else that has a date that's like uses these numbers a lot? For some reason, I keep seeing the numbers, and then I keep thinking of like graphic card numbers. Don't they have numbers that are similar to like, oh, it's the 1066, and then it's like, oh, it's the 5090 and something 60. I don't know. 819. Is it squared numbers? 9 times itself is 81. Trying to determine if this needs math or just pattern recognition. One, 0. One, 0. Am I looking at numbers running up? Am I looking at numbers going down? Ones, zeros. It's not happening. It's just not. I had to test the door, obviously. Oh shit. It's Roman numerals. M is that's 1,000, yeah? I mean, I might as well go to the fucking thing just to make sure. If I can, um, so yeah, M is 1,000, so it goes descending 1,500, 100, 50, 10, 5, 1. Okay, so IVXL CDM. Yeah. I had to remember. So 1,000 CDM, so 1,500, and what was it, 50? Did I say 1,500, 650, 660? No, I skipped a thing. One VXL is 50, C is 100, 500, so 1,500, And then it did CCC, so 15, so 650. I had that right. And then it said 650. I refuse to just take a picture of the thing. No, stop. I didn't mean this. 1,500. 1,500. 600, 700, 800. So it's 1,800, and then X before L would mean 10 before 50. So 40. So 1847. 1847? Did I have that right? Fine, I'll take a picture. My memory sucks so bad. My brain is fucking broken. I know how Roman numerals work. I just can't remember things. Show me the lithograph. Here we go. 1,000, 500, 6, 7, 1,800. X before that would be 40. 1, 8, 4. How is it not 47? 1847? Did I type that incorrectly? 1,500, 600, 700, 800. 1, 8. X before L. Is that not the numbers on here? What am I? Everything. I just can't win with this game. I'm just being exposed as a fraud, a simpleton, uh, just someone with no brains. Is that the Scarecrow in Wizard of Oz? Is it the Lion? Tin Man? I don't remember. One of those. How is it not 1847? I was right. I didn't even need to take a picture because I'm guessing correctly. Okay, I'm only just now seeing that in the fucking picture in the of that I of the put that's exactly this. MD. So I'm not, how am I being, okay, so it's got to be then I was right. It is 1847. So then there must be something wrong with the keypad. So I'm not as dumb as I think I am. Right? What's wrong with the keypad? What? Oh my god. The numbers are on the thing. Okay, so this is how my brain was going. I only realized the mistake I was making when I looked at, so I kept going, okay, Roman numerals, and I figured out 1847. I didn't need to take the picture, but I was being gaslit by the fucking keypad. And then I'm like, wait, why is it that this poster makes the Roman numeral things? I was like, how are they translating the actual picture I'm seeing on the board turn into Roman numerals? Oh, and it wasn't until that moment where my brain said, oh, the actual numbers are right there. So it's north. Where's 8? So it's basically 2034. Fuck that. Fuck everything about that. Come on now. Come on now. How long did you think that was gonna take me to solve that? That could have been a disaster. I mean, everything is a disaster. Honestly. Oh no. What the hell? What's going on? Where am I? It's like I'm like in a balcony thing. Yeah, maybe I didn't have it as bad as you. What the hell is going on here? Ugh. Worse. Tell him about the dead person? I gotta figure out how to call that one person. Crank. I'll call Crank. Red glass shards surround her. She is holding on to a broken key. Oh. Oh. No. Okay, well this is gonna be the last piece. Just based on the little nubs. What happens if I just guess, though? Oh. Oh wait, there's like red. 1847 again. What the hell? 1847. That's just the answer to everything. 1847. A 1, an 8, a 4, and a 7. Answer to everything. What happens if I... Oh. Dead woman's key. Dead woman's key. Oh, there's a path beyond the dead body. Holy shit. bolted from the other side. Scales. The scales, the scythe, the sword, and the arrows or whatever again. Horse statue. Tampon. It's locked. There's a keypad. Get it taller. Take that key. An E-shaped key. Turn into a T-shaped cloud. Cloud turn into a T-shaped cloud. I feel like out of all the random references I've ever make on this channel, I feel like the guy talking to the clouds, telling a cloud to turn into a T-shaped cloud, is like one of the most random references that I reference way too much on this channel. I think I say those lines maybe about once a month randomly. Just pops up, and I don't think of it outside of stream at all. It never occupies a thought in my brain. It's only when I sit down in this chair and I'm playing a video game where, like I said, once a month, it just comes to me where I'm like, turn into a T-shaped cloud, turn into a T-shaped cloud. It's so bizarre. Okay, what is this plaque? What is this? What is it? What's it say? 1847. 1847. Yep. I feel like I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night thinking of 1847. West equals 4. West is 4. That is a west, right? Yeah, west equals 4. South equals 4 divided by 4, so 1. North equals east minus south, so 1. 1847. 1. 4. 1. East equals 4 plus 4, so 8. Minus 1, 7. West. 4, 1. 4, 1, 7, 8. So then I gotta go 1847. For fuck's sake. 18. I should have done that. I should have had, but this should have been my mentality from the beginning. So 1, so south, southeast, west, southeast, west, north, southeast, west, north, southeast, west, north. It's always 1847. Is the answer to that one door? Is that 1847? Is it just? Is this game taking the piss out of me? Is everything 1847? Should I just give up? Oh, I can't go like out here. I'll only go into the scary weird tent. Oh, we get to read. Modern astrology, unknown stars, unknown future. Meteorites from Tertius Oculus are still found on Earth to this day. In Rubrum Astronomica, Lucius writes, When the third eye passes us by, the world belongs to creators. It's a time for beauty and chaos. An artist will be crowned king, and he will lead our victory over Mammon. He will create items of great beauty. For a fleeting moment, there will be a harmony and chaos. But order will be restored, and knights of the third eye end in blood. Artists will die or surrender to the merchants. Mammon will not be denied, but artifacts of these knights will remain among us. An American dollar. The Zodiacs, who are we? Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Tag yourself. I'm a Gemini. In the cards, Cartomancy for beginners. The Ace of Spades, also known as Death card or the Spadile? Spadile? Never heard it referred to as that, has been a symbol related to war and also asexuality. But in the French tradition of fortune telling, it would usually mean bad luck or death in one's future. The Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades. Card fell out of the book. That's our second ace card, isn't it? That we have. Oculomancy, it is in the eyes. There's, of course, more to oculomancy than simply reading the reflections in the questioner's eyes. Over the next chapters, we'll learn about what an oculomancer can tell about a soul by the shape of their eyes, the color of their iris, and how we can provide spiritual guidance by studying the nuances in a bloodshot eye and the structure of the vessels. Bruh. Crystal gazing. To understand crystallomancy, we must understand that all divinity is therapeutic, not paranormal. Over the years, there have been several scientific studies of the practice, and many come to the same conclusion. Crystal gazing is self-hypnotism. What you see in the crystal could simply be something you have forgotten or repressed. Transcendental numerology. 1 is the divine, 9 is death, 6 is life, and 3 is creation. Combining them tells us about the holy powers and visions within each person and how to use them in creativity. This is then the year for creation at all costs, life or death. To those willing to see it, 1963 is a year of finality and new beginnings. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry. 7 moving astronomical objects. It is believed that the Babylonians were the first to divide the moon phase cycles in 4, which became what we today know as a week. They also developed a horoscope by assigning them the 7 classical planets. Thank you. Moon, Monday, Mars, Tuesday, Mercury, Wednesday, Jupiter, Thursday, Venus, Friday, Saturn, Saturday, and the Sun, Sunday. Lunar phases of 1847. Oh, there was that moon thing. A moon thing. Okay. Not here, call me. 1798, 1798. Call fortune teller. A voice echoes from within the crystal ball. I see your destiny. I see islands, caves. Your tragic fate leads you to an island far away. Sulawesi. In the cave where this started thousands of years ago. Do you wish to hear more? Yeah. The year is 1982. You will wander the paths of that primordial cave. You will go north. You will go east. You will go south. Oh, I'm supposed to be selecting things. Oh, I didn't know that. I was just cycling through things. What? How long could I have selected things? Oh, God. Let's go south. I'll go east. East again. West. North. I'm just selecting things. At this point, you will see. Absolutely nothing. Will you not wander the true path? Well, I mean, I'm gonna go call Lorenzo or whatever. Path is 1847. I fucking knew it, dude. How can I use 1847 to solve this puzzle? 1847. I already see ones and eights, so then a 4 and a 7 maybe? It's just dumb enough to not work. If that actually opened, I'd be incensed. Um, 1798. I knew you would call. I know many things about you, sister. I know about your journey to Sulawesi Cave. I keep wanting to say Sulawesi. I know the paths you will walk in that cave. First, you'll go... I should write this down. Oh, God. Okay, one sec, game. I'm gonna write cave path. What's this path I'm taking? North. 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 You will then go in the same direction as before. North. Then what? Then you'll go in the opposite of your first... Oh, they've got to make it more complicated. Alright, yeah, south. Then what, sir? Then you'll go east. I thought you said west. And then you'll go in the same direction as your first. North. And then you'll then turn... Oh, for fuck's sake. 90 degrees to your left and go forward. 90 degrees to your left. West. I think I know. Lastly, you will go in the same direction as your third direction. South. Okay. Now, I know what you will see there. Do you? Sure. Share foresight. What will the cave painting to the left depict? Oh, I shouldn't have lied. Bird. I see. What will the cave painting in the middle depict? Turtle. And lastly, what will the cave painting to the right depict? Pig. He's gonna call me a liar. He's gonna say, fuck you. No, that is not what you'll see, sister. Okay, well, you know, that's fine. He doesn't have to tell me anything. I'm going. And then am I gonna have to go back and tell him what I saw? It's just a good old back and forth, a back and forth. Do you wish to know your future? Yeah. The year is 1982. You will wander the path of that primordial cave. Alright, here I go. I'm gonna go north. I'm gonna go north. I'm gonna go south. I'm gonna go west. I'm gonna go north again. Then I'm gonna go actual west. And then I'm gonna go south. And at this point, you'll see. Oh, drink your Ovaltine. Cave paintings. Oh shit. Ah! Laser eyes. My eyes have been activated. I have to like look. Lizard? Lizard. Lizard, turtle. Pig. Pig. Can I remember this on the run back? Pig, turtle, lizard. Pig, turtle, lizard. Pig, turtle, lizard. It's gonna be fun if I can remember it just on the walk back. Pig, turtle. It's kind of cheating if I keep saying it over and over again, though, isn't it? Pig. Pig, turtle, lizard. But also, it's gonna be very upsetting if I do forget it, so I should probably just say it over and over for everyone's sake. Pig. Turtle. Lizard. I think it's 9-8, isn't it? Fuck. They're trying to get me to remember too many things at once. Oh, for fuck's sake. Is it 7-1? No, get me out of here. Photographic memory couldn't be further from the truth. 1798. Was I not doing that? 1798. What was it? Pig. Pig. On the left. Pig. Pig. Turtle. Lizard. Yes. Now I see in your immediate future that something you need is in your bag. Magic show ticket. I foresee that I will see you at the show, sister. I want to go see a magic show, honestly. If there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I love magic shows. Ah. Oh, my eyes are going again. They're going funky. It's so weird. It's like off-putting because like you're in and just looking at puzzles and then like no one else in it. So the occasional times you run into like another person other than yourself, it's like so trippy and unsettling. Seeing as you have a ticket, I suppose you're here for the show. Well, all I have left is this lice-infested wagon. The horse which carried it is as dead as magic. I am now but a nameless vagabond with a violent past. Only the most red of roses could awaken the memories of my great show. A rose? Can I interest you in a tampon? It's only when I'm near that guy. All right, bear down here. We got to get this. We're going to get this in the next 30 minutes at the latest. We got to do it. It's got to happen. It just has to happen. It just has to happen. One, zero, 19, 1869. 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7s are not being shown. $18.47. Now that's stupidly stuck in my head. Damn. Eight. Is it something about the number of times the number repeats? How many ones are there? There's 2 1s. There's 3 zeros. There's 2 8s. There's 2 9s. And 1 visible 6. What would that mean? God, I really wish I would have been like, damn, it would have been clever, and I would have been so right if it was the fact that it was like it could have been any numbers, and then somehow would equal the same thing once you stick the numbers in the thing. Because then I'd be like, oh, that was clever. It could just be fucking whatever the numbers, and then. But I don't know if I need to abandon that thought process because it could still be something along that line where it's like I can't tell if I'm supposed to. It's racking. I'm racking my brain. It's like I don't know if I should continue to try to think that there's solid numbers to put in those, or if it is a trick. And just the pattern in the question makes me think that it has something to do with that, but I wouldn't know how to like. Hmm. Okay, and the other thing I immediately see, but I don't. One. Well, that doesn't. 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 plus 9 is 18, which then you'd go 1 plus 8 is 9. I don't think that's a thing. 1, 8. But maybe that's something along the lines like, maybe every column and row has to, once you start adding the digits, has to equal a thing. And if we've already got one column fully exposed and it equals 1 when you do that, do we just have to get the others to equal that as well? It's the closest thing I have to something that I could actually work on. I don't know if it's going to lead the right way, but it would be like 1, and then an 8 and 1 is 9. So then you need to get something that equals exactly 10. What else could you do? If they have to be single digits. Like if it's 9 and 8, 16, 25, 26, 2 plus 6 equals 8. That wouldn't be high enough. I don't think you could go high enough. If it's like 5 and 6, 11, 19, 20. Or 5 and 7. 5, 7, 12, 20, 18. 5, 12. 5, 7 is 12, 18, 21. Again, we're looking for 21, things that equal 1. Nothing is going to equal 1 unless it equals 10, right? If the two digits equal 10. I sound like I'm rambling like a fucking madman. 1, 8, and let's say it was 2 and 3. 5, 13, 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. Wouldn't be high enough. 7, 3. 10, 18, 19. 1 plus 9 would be 0. Not high enough again. 7, 4. 11, 19, 20. If that was the case, then it would have to be stuff that equal up to 10. If we're matching that second column. Oh, I hands off the controller for so long it froze. and scared me. Um, so then that begs to then 18. The third column is already at 18. Even if you did 9, 1836. No. I need to quickly abandon that thought process. It's not working. That's not it. Nothing's going to match up with the ones unless it ended up being something you could equal it up to 10. And then even then, not going to work. A valiant effort, if I do say so myself, though. I do truly wonder if this is one of those puzzles. I mean, it could happen several times, right? If I just go like, well, we just call it a night, and then when I return to this in a couple days or whatever, maybe I just look at it with fresh eyes, it'll immediately come to me. But I don't know if that's the case. But also, I don't think I'm making like any progress by just staring at this either. Like, I don't know. Again, I'd rather be faced with like a difficult math problem, something I can like work out, than just like, do you just see the thing or not? So I think we've proven now in just 2 streams of this game, if the question in your riddle is something like, do you just see the thing? I can very quite easily say, no, I don't see the thing. My brain and eyes don't work like that, apparently. Mm. 18, 1, 15. Hmm. 15. Nope. I don't know. But I do need to end on like a win for the night. So what I should do is go to, now that I know the year things for the puzzles, like this. So backwards, dog thing. Coming up my tire. 7591. Seven, 5, 9, 1. Ending on a win for the night. You know what I mean? We gotta fucking do something. Something. January 9th, 1847. Dear brother, my worries were not without cause. Things have started to appear. A red hallway behind a clock, a theater. The Baronian is changing and speaks in a puzzled tone. Baronin? Minutes and hours are years. At this very time, or at this very moment, time is the year. Minutes and hours are years. Oh, I think I get it. She said as if it was a rehearsed line from a play. The Crimson Beast skulls these halls now, playing strange games and whispering horrible words. Wants to swallow all tonight. If such a time even exists, we are invited to a performance. Something will happen. There's violence in the air. So I think it wants me to just convert the year into a time based on the 24-hour clock. So that would be 6:47. So if this is like any kind of clockish device. Clockish device. Oh, look, that makes it handy. So then 6 would be, oh. I can't even, I thought it was going to make me specifically like turn it slightly because it's 47 minutes past. Aye! A floppy disk! Can I install that on my Game Boy? No? What do you mean, no? Oh, I probably gotta stick the actual floppy disk into a computer, isn't it? I can't just... Picture me fucking trying to put a floppy disk into my Game Boy. How embarrassing. I'm scared about what's gonna pop up when I do this. Lorelei and the Laser Eyes file system. Gas station. Could have sworn I had enough gas for the entire trip. Oh well. A chance to stretch my legs and get some fresh air. Oh! It points in the direction one should go, forward, to the future. I should fill her up. I found an American dollar. Somebody must have put it there for some reason. Oh, look at that. Gas nozzle. That should do it. I should pay. I have no reason to enter. Maps. Various regional maps. They look cheap but are very expensive. Fraulein, no one is forcing you to buy a map. Did I say that out loud? Yes, you did, Fraulein. I really should keep my thoughts to myself. I agree. Priceless. Other than that, seems like they are reasonable prices. Details opening hours, but shouldn't a gas station be open 24/7 in this day and age? Oh. Pamphlets. Pamphlets containing information on various tourist traps. Can't find one about the hotel, though. That'll be 2D mark. Frowling. Here's your change. Cashier handed me some coins. Payphone. Now who should I call? There's no answer. Damn. Found an American dollar again. Someone must have placed it there. Obscenities and poetry. Good toilet noise. Ah, I needed that. Satisfying. Seems to have been emptied quite recently. I don't work here. Doodle UFO and a little alien guy running around a planet. Cute. Looks like the work of an up-and-coming artist. Hands are clean. Something written on red in the mirror. Call me, sister. 428179. Four two 8179. Sister, I have a message for your future self. In the future, I am made of paper. I am chained like a prisoner. There's a red rune. This is the ancient rune L. In the future, I am made of paper. I am chained like a prisoner. There's a red rune. This is the ancient rune L. He hung up. I recognize that voice. Was that him? L. Chained up like a prisoner. What? Very confusing. Very confusing. Animal 1962, 1950, 383912. Dear brother, I cannot stay here. This is the last you will hear of me. Do not speak my name again. My deeds cannot be forgiven. Lorenzo the Great walked 49 years on this earth under the protection of Saint Santa Lucia. Now he must vanish. I shall be reborn a nameless vagabond. 49 years? Do I just add 49? $1896. Oh. What? What? The hell does that mean? 47. 49, I mean. What? What? Huh? I have no... What is this? The what? Here I am, silly me, thinking it was just gonna be as simple as just putting in a number. Oh, to be so naive. Well, it's about time I have to call it a night. It's not as simple as just... Pronto. Ciao, signorina. It's on your mind. Ask for advice? Never plow sideways, Signorina. Was there anything else? The hammer has no directions for the anvil. Even the greatest artist can make a bad omelet. If the flute blows smoke, there will be no dance. Let your heart be filled by the mystic. Sometimes the truffle hog finds an unexpected rose. To the goose, all ducks are swans, Signorina. Keep your antenna up. Art is like blood that flows through the veins. I'm going to inform about the dead person. So, it had to come to this again. It always ends with something violent. A murder mystery, perhaps. Trivial, but cheese is cheese. We can still make it sing. I wonder how she died. Perhaps she fell out a window? What do you think? Listen carefully, Signorina. Think about where she must have fallen from. Was there anything else? When she had fallen from that one room that had the fucking red. Where was that again? I don't remember how I got up there. Or where that was. I'm gonna be 100% honest. Would it be on a map? Where did I see that? Maybe I did see it here? From here? This is just a mirror. This isn't a window. What am I talking about? I don't even know. Okay, I actually do it and call it night. Oh, what's this? Has it been interesting? Oh, totally. Don't let my lack of solving certain puzzles fool you. I am very interested in seeing more of this game. Now, do I wish I solved some of the puzzles that I was stuck on? Sure. Sure. But does it deter me? No. Not at the moment, at least. Thankfully. Alright, so note to my future self when I play this again. The idea is going to be I should spend the time to unlock the rest of these, I don't know what else to call them, but movie poster doors. Go into the safe rooms that I'm going to try to solve. But those, at least I know what I'm doing, right? I can understand, I can read the posters now that I have the time, or, you know, the years they came out or whatever it is. So I can do that. And then there's the safes that they're attached to. It seems like they're all attached to, like, safe rooms. And then we kind of go from there, see what we need to do. Maybe I'll understand what to do with that shortcut number 6 door by the time we come back to this game. No guarantees, for sure. I don't think I'm going to play this tomorrow. I would say it's probably infinitely more likely that I'm going to play more Valkyria Chronicles tomorrow. Is probably going to be the case. So we'll probably pick this back up on either Wednesday if I'm really feeling a hankering for it, or Friday. One of those 2 days. We'll be back with this game. But Valkyria Chronicles tomorrow. No Higurashi tomorrow. I'm just leaving Higurashi till Saturday. Because I don't think I'm in the mood to read what nonsense is going to be in Higurashi until the weekend is here. And I'm putting my foot down with that. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Have a nice rest of your night. Have a great Tuesday. And until tomorrow. Bye-bye.